Hello and welcome to day 7 of your yoga challenge. Today is going to be a chakra cleanse. So you might have heard me talking about energy channels, energy flow. Well, this is about the 7 energy centers known as the chakras that we have within the body, and our subtle body, our energetic body. And I'll give you a little bit of info on each, and we're going to do a posture that supports the balancing and strengthening of that particular energy center. So let's just take a moment first of all just to check back in with the breath, be in a comfortable seated position, and we'll just start by drawing the tension inwards. Start to connect to the breath, taking a few deeper, more conscious breaths. And with each exhale, just let your awareness really sort of melt down into the body. Be aware of your seated position. Let your attention just start to drop into that quiet space within, whatever that means for you. Breathe in a gentle and easy way. And just find a way of breathing that feels comfortable, easy. We have more control over bringing quality to the way that we're breathing than we realize. Now let's take the hands to the heart. Take a nice deep inhale, reach the palms up, and exhale, bring those arms down. So we're coming to our first posture. This is a much more sort of slowed down practice today. This is deer pose. So you're going to bring that right leg into a sort of right angle, and then the left leg into a right angle. Now you can prop that right knee up with a block or a cushion if you need to. Get yourself as comfortable. Now you can either just stay sat upright, or you can fold forwards over that right knee. And again, you can pop your head on a block if you don't want to take it to the ground. We're going to be doing about 10 breaths in each posture. But if that feels too much, you only ever want to go to your sort of edge, you don't want to strain yourself, then you can always come out sooner. So really, it's just today about finding connection with the breath while you're holding the posture. So this posture supports the balance of our first chakra, which is the root chakra, in Sanskrit, Muladhara. It's located at the base of the spine, the colour red, and it's all to do with our sense of safety and security. And it's the chakra that helps us to connect to the earth, to establish that sense of feeling grounded. So when it's out of balance, we can feel quite anxious and fearful. So just really breathe in and have some awareness in that area, base of the spine area, throughout this posture. So bringing yourself up now, knees in front, just rock them side to side a few times to release that before we come to the posture on the other side. So the left knee now, going to come into that right angle and take the right leg out behind, same sort of position. Just sit up central and make sure you feel comfortable, and see if there's anywhere you need to prop up. And then either stay seated or fold forwards to where feels sort of comfortable. And then just spend a few moments here now really connecting to the breath, maybe inviting in that sense of safety, sense of stability. You know, I am safe, we can affirm this, I am secure, I belong. Just, it's these sort of words that balance and nurture and nourish the root chakra. So nice deep breaths. Imagine the breath filling up this area at the base of the spine, Muladhara, connecting you to Mother Earth. A little goes a long way, even when it comes to balancing our chakras as well. So let's bring the body back up, take that little rock of the knees again. And then we're going to be coming into our second posture, which is for the sacral chakra. So for the sacral chakra, we're just going to take a few cat-cows first, just to loosen up the spine. So just lifting the tailbone, rounding through the spine a couple of times. And then you're going to step the right foot forward into a low lunge. So knee and ankle in line. Again, you might need a block here. We're just going to sort of melt over this front knee, but still aware of just sort of lengthening the spine a little bit, the shoulder blades. So you've still got a nice long spine, even though you're sort of melting over that front leg. So find what's comfortable. Use a block if you need to. Maybe you need to pull that right hip back slightly, make a little adjustment. And then again, find that connection with your breath. So the sacral chakra, which is Svadhisthana in Sanskrit, is located below the navel, and it's the colour orange. The element of this chakra is water, and it's all to do with our emotions, our pleasure, our sensuality, our creativity. So starting to lift the chest now, we're going to take that leg back behind and just take a couple more cat-cows. Just to loosen up, mobilize the spine and shoulders. And then take the left foot forward, same thing, knee and ankle in line, take an inhale, and then melt forward over that left leg. So this chakra is about us being in touch with our own flow in life, our own creativity. Do we enjoy life? It's linked to our inner child, so a sense of sort of playfulness. And a way we can encourage that is to ask our inner child, what would you like to do today? And you'll be surprised at the insight that you get from the subconscious. So you can find a little rocking movement here if you want, make it a little bit more playful as we start to nourish and balance Svadhisthana, our second chakra. Inhale, lift the chest and take it back for just a couple more cat-cows. Finding now coming down to the forearms and sliding the legs back. So this is in sort of preparation for a bigger posture we're going to do when we come to our fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. We just need to warm up for that. So little back bend here, Sphinx pose, bringing the forearms in front, elbows under the shoulders. Lift the pubis, lift the sternum, relax the bottom and press into the tops of the feet. Keep lifting that sternum. Energetically pull the elbows towards the body for Sphinx pose. Breathe deeply, get a sense of the heart, the chest opening in preparation for the fourth chakra that we'll be coming to in a little while. So this open chest, this lift of the pubis that keeps you connected to your core. You'll notice that the glutes tense up a little bit. I want you to try and relax the glutes. Keep lifting the chest. And on the next exhale, you can release that down. Now, arms right out to the side, bend the elbows, and we're just going to lift and lower the chest. So pressing into the fingertips, lifting and lowering the chest, just to sort of counter that out, ease that long hold that we just did with Sphinx pose. So you're on your fingertips and we're just lifting and lowering in a cobra variation. And then you can push up to your knees. And then sit the bottom back gently into Balasana, child's pose, and just take a few moments. So that was just to sort of get us warmed up a little bit for an upcoming posture that we're going to do. And now we're going to be moving into the third chakra posture. So our third chakra is located at the solar plexus and is the solar plexus, Manipura. And this is governed by the element fire. So I want you to lie on your back, hug the knees into the chest, and then keep your knees at a right angle, arms out to the side. And you're just going to let the knees go over to the right for a twist. Now drawing your awareness down to the solar plexus area. The colour of this chakra is yellow. It's all to do with our personal power, our self-esteem, having boundaries, knowing who we are, doing the work necessary to overcome our limitations, This is the sort of guidance center. You know, we feel things here when there's things that we need to address and work through. Keep breathing deeply. Inhale the knees back to center and then over to the other side. So when the solar plexus is out of balance, this energy center, we probably feel quite insecure, have a bit of lack of direction, self-doubt. So we want to light this fire within, start to connect back to our own personal power, overcome blockages here. We can do that through strong core asanas, twists, and also through breath work. Let's hug the knees into the chest and make a few circular motions here now. Hold on at the back of the thighs. Rock yourself up to seated. And we're going to come through now onto the shins, lifting up onto the knees. And we're coming to our fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. So hands to the lower back, you're going to start to let the pelvis push forward as you open through the chest. You don't have to lift the head, you can just stay looking forward. So that was a little warm up. Now I want you to tuck your toes, engage your thighs, keep your hands at your lower back, and just see if you can rock back with your thighs just a bit, and then reach back to take hold of the heels. This is camel pose, lifting the chest towards the ceiling. Now this is quite a deep posture. You might need to stick with the first version, hands on the back, and keep your thighs engaged as you lift back up. So big back bend for our heart chakra there. Now the heart chakra is about love, being able to give and receive love. It's the colour green and it's the element air. So when we do these nice big back bends opening, we start to activate that chakra. Now we're going to come up to standing. So just walking the hands to the feet, bending your knees generously and coming into a ragdoll pose. This is going to be for our fifth chakra. Elbow in each hand, let the upper body melt towards the ground, go limp. So actually, inversions stimulate the throat chakra. So this is Vishuddha, it's the colour blue. This is us being able to speak our truth, to express ourselves, to listen well, to tune into truth and responsibility. So being in an inversion or even a constriction around the throat area activates this particular energetic center, starts to get it spinning and working in the right way. Now you can turn this into a full forward fold if you want, straightening out the legs, lifting the tailbone. Just make sure you keep your belly close to your thighs. And then we're going to bring those knees back down to the ground. And just come now into Balasana. So open your knees apart, take your arms out in front. And we're coming now to the next chakra, which is the third eye. So this is Ajna chakra, or sometimes it's pronounced Agya. You're going to walk your hands over to the left. Place your right hand on top of your left hand. Just stretch out that right side of the body. So Ajna chakra is all to do with our intuition, our wisdom, our spiritual insight. It's a gateway to higher consciousness, which means we're more connected than just this physical realm. Let's walk the hands over to the other side, left hand on top. Breathe in into that left side now. Coming back to center, now I just want you to hold it for a moment in center. I want you to start to rock your forehead slowly, just sort of gently rocking from side to side, massaging out this third eye area, inviting in the color indigo. And then starting to bring yourself back on up, taking the legs in front. And we're going to come now from seated into a seated forward bend with the knees bent. So bend those knees, drape forward. Again, if you'd rather come into a full forward bend, you can straighten the legs, but if you want to keep it more of a spine release, back release, then keep a bend in the knees. If you straighten the legs, send that sternum forward. So coming on up now, a couple of seated cat-cows just to loosen the shoulders, loosen the upper back. And then you're going to lie down on your back. Give the knees a hug into the chest, a little rock, a little circle, whatever feels good. Lift the head and shoulders up. And then before you lie down, you're going to ground the navel to the spine, lift the pelvis a little bit if you need to, and find your comfortable laid down position in Shavasana. Now this is the hardest one to pronounce. It's, I'm going to give it a go anyway. So it's our crown chakra, our 7th chakra, Sahasrara. I nearly always pronounce that wrong, but I give it a go. And this is located off the top of the crown of the head. So I want you to take your attention there, and you can imagine a white or violet light. This is the energetic center that connects us to all that is, helps us to see that we are connected to everything in the universe. So it's taking us really into our spiritual sense of who we are. So just visualizing a white or a violet light at the crown of the head. And as you've got this visualization of this light, just starting to relax through the body. Find a sense of peace, of stillness. And just keep that one-pointed attention with the breath. Now we're going to start to just keep that connection there, but start to wake the body up now, but still sort of stay in tune with that sense of sort of peace, of stillness. Loosen up through the body, make any movements you need to make, and bring yourself up to seated. I want you to just keep that essence, because we're just going to carry on with a little just sort of visualization that's just going to help bring all those 7 chakras together. So from seated position, take your attention down to the base of the spine. And in your next inhale, imagine the breath traveling all the way up the spine to the crown of the head, to that white violet light, and then all the way back down to the base of the spine. One more time, up to the crown of the head, down to the base of the spine, really clearing our main energy channel. One more, breathing in, breathing out. You can bring the hands together at the heart, letting go of that visual and just checking in with how you're feeling. Notice if you feel that sense of balance from working with the chakras. This is a bit of a short, quick chakra cleanse. Obviously, there's lots more to it than this. Continue to just be aware of the